A net gain of 1 there. A first carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's James Cook. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Flush to his right. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of 285 games on the schedule this year. Now, both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise a Super Bowl 56 banner before the game. Of course, they beat Cincinnati on this very field back in February to win that Lombardi Trophy. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
The kick by Bass is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So after the INT, it's Allen escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Allen to throw it.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man, complete, the 30.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And that pass, a big one for Matt Stafford, folks. He just went over 50,000 career passing yards. Just the 12th ever NFL quarterback to do that. The former #1 pick in 2009 out of Georgia. Been so durable, so dependable in his career. And what a mark for Matt Stafford.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
He'll find Gabriel Davis. On the move past the 40.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
from the gun, it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And again, it's Allen. It's caught by Davis. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 64 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Throwing on first down is Allen. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Allen will try again on 2nd down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now Allen again. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Good coverage there holds them to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 54 yards. And the Bills are once again back in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. They'll roll him out right. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Julio Jones from 6 yards away. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To the air, Allen. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Stafford. And this is caught by Evans. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, To watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Second and 5 now. Allen. Shakir holds it in. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They run with Hines, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. One final try here for Allen.
Has his man, it's Shakir. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
From midfield, here's Allen.
Completes to Shakir once again. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. This is Hines. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This for a 4th quarter lead.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that's kind of one of those we saw developing and had interception written on it from the second that ball left his hand.
And if you're going to throw a floater like that, it really only works if you're leading a tight end on a flag route or something to the corner of the end zone. If you're going to throw a ball like that to the sideline, you're just giving the defender way too much time to make a read on it, step in, and make the play.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen flush to his right.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Allen to throw. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now it's Hines. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. So Allen's going to look to throw.
And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Stafford now to throw. And he's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is down to 2. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Allen. And he'll just get rid of it. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game one of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight.